Now for Virgo moon sign people, not the rising sign, but wherever moon is placed in your horoscope, from that perspective, if moon is placed in Virgo, then which means Virgo becomes your moon sign. So that becomes very, very important from a mental makeup, from an emotional makeup. How are you looking at things? So firstly, moon's placement in Virgo means generally this is a person who, for whom discipline, structure, doing things right, doing things well, and doing things well by putting your mind, your energy, your focus, your concentration also, and you like to do those things. So generally, I'm talking about general perspective. Some people may be different because the planetary placements are different, the energies are different. Generally, Moon and Virgo, these people are also people who either like to serve people or their karma becomes to serve people in some way or the other. So in some way or the other, you will be serving people or you like to serve people. So you'll be helping out at home, in your career, in your job. You'll be more of a team player. Or at least even if you're the leader, you're always on the lookout. How I can help, how I can serve, how I can better people. However, Moon in Virgo is also where you attract a lot of enmities. You attract a lot of opposition. You attract a lot of hidden forces acting behind your back. That also happens, because of which you always disturb. So somebody or the other is igniting some fire somewhere, you are going to extinguish it. Somebody said something about you somewhere, you are mentally affected, you're emotionally affected, you feel bad. Why do people do this to me? I don't do this to people. Why are people always behind me? So these are the feelings which generally come to mind, because you are a serving kind, you are the helpful kind. So obviously when people do this to you, this challenge will be there. However, the best thing which is happening for Virgo moon sign people is Ketu is moving away from moon in this year. So Ketu will remain conjunct with the natal moon in its transit till May, and May it is releasing the moon from its influence, from its chain, from its hold. So a lot of relief is going to come to Virgo moon sign people this year. Ketu is going to move into the 12th house, which means when it releases moon, you will feel a lot of burden going away from your mind. But the burden going away from your mind, your burden being released for something new. Ketu going into the 12th house. So this means that you will now be looking at how, when the shackles are moved from your mind, that what new thing can I do, what new developments can I do, where you either will look at what role you are playing in life from now on. Ketu going into the 12th house of isolation, of individuality, of working alone. So there is going to be some change of how you work, how you do things. Either you will be focused on, I want to continue to work in an individual role, or you will say, so there's going to be change in your thinking. Or I don't want to work alone, I want to work in a team. Or you may be given some projects where you have to work with people, you have to work in conjunction with people. And why is this important? Because Saturn will be moving into the Pisces sign end of March or beginning of April, and it will be directly aspecting moon, and vice versa. Saturn will be aspecting your natal moon, and natal moon will be aspecting Saturn back. The Vish dosha will be strongly activated. But Saturn rules the 5th house and the 6th house. 5th house of change. That's why Ketu releasing, Ketu going away. So Ketu moving in or getting away is a status quo changer. It brings about a change in the status quo. Moon ruling the 5th house of change, 8th house to the 10th house. So the way you work can be different, and so the zodiac is telling you now you have to work very diligently, now you have to work very in a structured manner, now you have to work in a team manner, now you have to work within boundaries. You can't cut corners. So that is strongly there. And Rahu will be transiting into the 6th house, which is Saturn's sign. So that's why this becomes very important, because Rahu is moving into Aquarius and ruled by Saturn. Saturn is aspecting moon from the sign Pisces. So this becomes important for you, that you have to now contend with some opposition also. Contend with some people who will also be trying to push you. But good thing is, if you work in a very structured, diligent manner, then nobody will be able to affect you emotionally. Nobody will be able to jostle you so much emotionally. They will not be able to disturb your peace of mind. So this year, focus on keeping the mind occupied with work, occupied with creative things, occupied with positive things, occupied with helping people, occupied with working with people, occupied by working in a teamwork, occupied by working in a partnership. following rules and regulations, following structure, doing things diligently, then you will be able to get better results. New changes will come into your life. At least 3 or 4 major changes may come into your life. Now, getting engaged to somebody is a major change according to me. I don't know whether according to you it's a major change or not. Buying a new car is a major change. Getting into a new role is a major change. Getting into a new career, new industry is a major change. Being given a new projects because of which you can make a growth or group is a major change. So any of these things can surely happen to you. Now, none of the other entities are going to have a strong influence on you other than Saturn. Jupiter is not conjunct with the moon or influencing the moon through his aspect. Neither is Ketu, neither is Rahu. It's more about Saturn with the 7th aspect. It's a very balancing force. So this year is about balance in your emotional quotient to working hard, to being practical, to being diligent, to being a thinking person, but thinking less emotionally, thinking more practically. So as long as the focus is practical, the focus is less emotional, the focus is teamwork, partnership, this year is going to be overall a good year for Virgo Moon Sign